So Toyota is leaving Subaru in the dust. We've got a new partnership being forged, Nick. Toyota and Mazda, of all people.
Yeah. So apparently for the next generation GR86, it is going to be they're going to partner with Mazda for it, and it's going to be built on an updated and modified ND platform. So from what's been reported so far, Mazda's going to stick with the classic two-seater convertible, and Toyota's going to modify it to make it a 2+2, which is interesting because the platform itself is built as a two-seater sort of sports car roadster platform. So they're basically doing what Porsche did to the Boxster, and they're taking a platform built as a convertible and they're going to put a roof on it, but they're also going to stretch it to fit back seats.
So this is so. Have they clarified whether or not this like means the end of the MX-5, or is just it's going to share an MX-5 chassis, or like
they're just sharing the platform? So the MX-5 will still exist as the MX-5.
Yes,
but Toyota is going to use that platform as the basis for the next generation GR86. Because I guess there probably will be no BRZ anymore if Subaru's getting dropped.
Well, the reason I ask is because, so we just to clarify with everybody, we're not getting a new twin. Like, there's not going to be a Mazda Toyota like equivalent offering. We're just going to get a new Toyota that replaces the GR86, or carries on its lineage as a new car, a new platform. But we're not getting a new Mazda. There's not going to be a Mazda BRZ, I think is what I'm trying to. I think some people are spinning it that way. And I don't think that's true.
There won't be. Mazda's going to stick to what's tried and true and worked for them, and Toyota's going to stick to their formula that's been honestly pretty like it. Yeah, sure, it doesn't hit the same sales numbers as the MX-5, but for a sports car platform, it does really well, I think.
Yeah. You don't think that the BRZ will continue?
No. What's Subaru going to do?
Just make the same car. Isn't the platform the platform is Subaru's? No, it's a modified WRX.
The platform is modified Impreza, but parts of the drivetrain are Toyota. Like the 6-speed is an Aisin 6-speed. The direct injection system is Toyota's. So, like I guess if they want to keep licensing those, they can keep making it. But
right.
Otherwise, they'd have to put a different engine and transmission combo in it, and I don't know what would work for them.
Well, the reason I ask is because Toyota has like a 35% ownership over Subaru, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a 35% of the company investment. So
yeah, it's
not impossible that they may be able to continue doing what they've been doing, I would say. Even just small...
Yeah, it's not impossible. But then at the same time, like Toyota can just say, no, you can't have that anymore. And
that's true.
I mean, BRZ sales globally are like a rounding error on Subaru's financials. So whether or not that car exists in the future doesn't really matter very much.
True. Well, it would be a real shame to lose it entirely, but I'm excited to see what's coming. What do you feel about, well, I know what you feel about, but for a viewer, what do you feel about the fact that it may be a hybrid, whatever comes from Toyota? You don't like it?
I mean, I'm sure people will buy it. I'm sure it'll be set up kind of like, I guess, how the new 992.2 generation 911s are, where the hybrid system is just there to like fill gaps in the torque range or the power band.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm confident that they can probably make it feel decent. It means it's going to add weight to the platform, and I don't know. I'm old and jaded, and I like my sports cars powered by gas and gas only.
That's fine. I mean, I agree with you. Obviously, I think Toyota would agree with you too if it were entirely up to them.
I mean, like I'm all for keeping the sports car platform alive. Like I'm confident that they can do it and do it well. Just personally, not really for me.
I'm just curious if you were if you were forced to buy, like, do you think that you could daily one? Do you think that, like, or would you just continue dailying like something like the Vibe for the rest of your life?
No, if honestly, if I were looking for a daily at this point, I want something a little more utilitarian. Like I'd probably honestly get like a Mazda 3. And
Yeah,
now, I mean, if you're holding a gun to my head, yeah, I'd daily one.
right. I mean,
Sure.
sure. I mean, if you're holding a gun to my head, I'm sure there's a lot that I would do, but
Oh, please. No, steak too
no.
juicy, lobster
Yeah.
too buttery.
Yeah, you must daily this slightly not to your taste sports car. I don't know. I mean, like, the reason I bring this up is because I know that a lot of people complain about, like, for example, like the CRZ or Z, depending on where you're from, in the like the newer generation, was it like 2012 or 26, something like that. It was not well received. It was heavy, and
Yeah, well, because people were expecting a modern CRX, which it
right,
was not.
right. It was very much a commuter vehicle.
Yeah. Now, a CRZ with a K swap, that's fun.
Yeah, that K swap everything.
That's a modern CRX.
100%. I was looking
Yeah.
at
Well, I mean, it's even like the new Prelude.
yeah,
It's not really being that very well received.
no. I mean, I'm looking at that, and to my eye, that's not going to do well. I think that it's not as blatant as what, like, for example, Mitsubishi did with the Eclipse name when they stuck it on an SUV, but this very much is not a Prelude. Like, it's not, you know, whatever. I mean, there's worse offerings. Let's be real. There's worse
But
things than
I
this.
mean, it's more the price too. Like I think it's starting in the 40s.
Is it really?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, that's not selling shit.
Like in the
No.
40s for what's essentially a two-door Civic hybrid with some SI suspension parts on it
Yeah, I mean, it
and
literally
no
takes the
manual.
place, yeah, of the fucking old, like, Civic two door. Like, if you look at it from the side profile, it looks so similar to the previous gen Civic, like the last generation of the two door Civic.
Yeah.
It fills that same gap, and then they just slap Prelude on it in the hopes to sell more.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great, but I don't know. I mean, so back to steering it back. Like, I'm hopeful for whatever Toyota churns out with Mazda's platform. I mean, it's a good fucking platform. What are your hopes and dreams for it? Because me, it's T-top. That would be great. Be amazing.
I like Toyota developed that new 2-liter turbo engine
Mm-hmm.
that they showcased at I forget what motor show, but I would much rather them put that into it and have that replace basically have that sit where the 2-liter Supra did
Yeah.
and instead have two trims of GR86.
Mm-hmm.
One trim has like the 2-liter hybrid, the other one has the 2-liter turbo. And then Supra is just one trim, top of the line, straight six, whatever.
Right. No, I can agree with that. I mean, obviously, I think the problem. I say problem from the perspective of regulation. I don't say it from a problem from my view. I want to make that very clear. The problem is that I think 99% of people are going to choose the 2-liter turbo, and nobody is going to take the hybrid. We're talking about a sports car buyer. We're not talking about like a normal everyday guy, right?
Depends what the price points are, right? Like if the 2-liter hybrid, comes with similar or slightly more power than the current GR86 and it's priced in like and we're talking in Canadian dollars here.
Mm-hmm.
Um priced in like the low to mid 30s and then the turbo is priced in like the mid to high 40s.
Right.
I think that's reasonable because the Supra is always going to be, in the
Mm-hmm.
70s.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a very
And then
so
that still leaves a little gap there for them if they want to slot in like I don't know, a Celica or an MR2.
we haven't heard much about that since
If Toyota would just do what they did with the original MR2 and just take the drivetrain from the top of the line Corolla and turn it around,
yeah.
that would be great because that would mean we'd get the GR engine in a mid-engine platform with all-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
It'd basically be a backwards GR Corolla in a mid-engine body.
No, I would be all for it. I mean,
I would take that in a heartbeat. I'd trade the Supra for that.
would you actually?
Probably.
Wow. And there's no plan. We haven't heard any plans on what's happening with the new Supra. We've heard like rumors about it being like a 2-liter turbo or something like that, right?
Yeah, and I mean same with the MR2. Like there's just rumors and speculation at this point. That's just what I wish they would do, which I doubt they would do because my wishes generally don't align with environmental needs.
No, neither do mine. But I mean, I think realistically speaking, we're looking at like this. We're gonna say it and then we're gonna be proven wrong because everybody said it. We're looking at the real, genuinely. If we do get a non-hybrid version, we're looking at the last generation of non-hybrid cars. Then again, with what's going on in the U.S. and everything, that could be not true.
Yeah, well, I mean, like even the Mazda version of this, they're reportedly going to be using an updated version of the current 2-liter engine with hybrid assistance.
Right. So
Like
that
I think for entry level sports cars, it's going to be hybrid at least for the next generation or two.
mm,
I think only the really, well, not the really, but the more expensive stuff is going to be able to stay gas only for maybe another generation.
yeah. I'm not super. So I guess for those who are uninitiated, right? Maybe we could touch on it. I personally I like hybrids way more than I like EVs. I think that they're like with what Porsche did, where they're like the hybrid system is like within the transmission itself and all that kind of stuff. Very interesting if you go have a look at it. Like it's possible that it won't interfere with conventional driving, right? You're not going to feel it. There's going to be slightly more weight. They'll have to combat that. Cars have been getting fat for a long time. So, but I guess the worry for me as well is like being able to work on a car that has all of these intricate hybrid systems. It's going to be not something that you can do in your driveway anymore, for sure.
Yeah, like I think we're sort of, and it sucks, but I feel like we're kind of, I mean, who knows? Like, how far have cars come since they first were put into the world? And every time there's a big update, somebody manages to find a way to work on it under a tree in their backyard. So,
That's true.
for all we know, that'll continue, but it's definitely getting more difficult.
Mm. No, that's very true. And that's my sort of worry. I mean, like even with, if we're talking about hybrid systems, it's like simple stuff that used to be very simple that you can do in your driveway or freezing in your garage at 3 a.m, like brakes, are not something that you're maybe going to be able to do with all those hybrid regeneration systems. And like I don't know anything about it, but any added
I mean,
complexity.
even there's even thing like fluid flushes and stuff, for example, like the Supra. I mean, I know there's a procedure for it and I could probably figure it out, but it's got like two separate cooling systems for the engine and for the intercooler.
Mm,
And there's like high and low temp and it's a fucking mess of radiators and cooling lines.
yeah. And that's the thing.
You know,
That's a
versus like
Germanism.
the Vibe where you just dump the coolant in and, wait until it starts bubbling and you're done.
That's the best generation of car, when it was just, where is it? Is it full? Perfect. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, obviously stuff has been getting more complex, even if it wasn't a fucking hybrid vehicle. But it's just a comment to say, like, we're going to see a true death of DIY, at least for a little bit, at least until people start to figure. There will be some YouTube channel where some dude is doing shit on his own and being like, check it out, it's really not difficult. I, built this little piece of software or whatever it is to make your life easy. Something
How many
like that.
people are going to start getting injured when they start taking out the high voltage cables for the
Yes.
hybrid batteries?
Yeah. I don't work on my own car anymore because I'm just not going to put myself through that, but I will say I do think that like being able to repair your own shit is important. Like if I had to do it, I could do it. But yeah, that's worrying. And then it's also like, do you believe that this is we'll dip into this then we'll move on, but do you believe in the dystopian future where government is able to shut down your car remotely? Like does that worry you at all? He's making many faces.
Kinda, but not really.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like people wouldn't let it get that far, but then on the flip side of that, people have let me down almost every step of the way so far. So who knows?
Yeah, that's true. Um,
Right?
I
Like I
mean,
want to have faith in society, but society is proven yet and yet again that it's probably not worth having faith in society.
very true. That's very true and sad, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. Just a thought, like just some concerns. I'm interested to see what they do. I want to be pleasantly surprised.
Like I'm
Yeah.
definitely not losing sleep over the thought
No,
right
no,
now.
no. I mean, not right now, but I think that's the fear with like even what our favorite company Tesla like does with their vehicles, where if you have a small like fender bender, they will decide that your car is a write-off and needs $20,000 of repairs, even if it actually does not, and they'll lock down your vehicle. You want to be able to supercharge. You won't be able to do like. I don't think companies have any fucking business telling me what my vehicle can and can't do. It's like the BMW fucking seatbelt subscription thing.
Yeah. I think the thing that I'm more concerned about now is like with cars becoming more and more software dependent and relying on like OTA updates, what's going to happen if that has a problem?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how many cars are going to get like bricked because they decided to do an update at the, I don't know, the grocery store
Yeah. I
or
mean,
like in the middle of fucking nowhere?
that worries me as well. And I will say, it's concerning to me when you look at like, well, I lost my train of thought. It's gone. Just that, like, automakers. So, like, when you have software in general that has like very low level access, like like Nick, you're very familiar with stuff like this, but like kernel level anti cheat, people have been freaking out about in like video games for a long time because if one person is able to hijack and roll an update out on a kernel level anti cheat, your computer is completely compromised. So you're putting it in the hands of whatever Riot Games, in example, right? To not have someone do
That
that.
compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that worries me too with cars because at least right now, like with my car, if I want an update, I have to roll up to the dealer, right? And they will do it. Like they won't update my map automatically. Nothing is done automatically with my car, right? But in a
Yeah.
world where that is no longer the case and they're able to just roll out whatever the fuck they want and someone nefarious decides today you lose steering wheel function because now it's electric steering, right? Like that's concerning. It is concerning. And security is mostly obscurity, is what I've learned over my many years. It's not actually very secure.
That's just what I know from my day to day.
Exactly.
Most most corporations do not give a flying fuck about security
No.
because security costs money and the corporations are beholden to the shareholders who only care about the bottom line.
Or if they have security, it's because they had a massive, massive issue and it can't be swept under the rug anymore. So you
Yeah.
have to have the issue first,
Yeah.
which, equally concerning. Same thing happened with my company. We only give a shit now. So because we had an issue. So,
Time.
yep. But that I think we could leave it there. It's pretty sad and dystopian in a way, but I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful they do some good shit. So let's see what Toyota cooks up, and let's see how Subaru is left in the dust. Sad Subaru moment.
Subaru's kind of following the Mitsubishi path at this point, so
You think?
that's a little.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
I mean, it's basically Mitsubishi but slower. If you really look at what their lineup is today and what it's going to become once Toyota pulls out and they don't have the BRZ anymore, they're literally just going to have the WRX.
Yeah.
Which is,
but ugly.
In my opinion, nowhere near as competitive or as appealing as it once was.
Yeah. I think my concern is, I think it's more akin to like early 2000s Toyota, like the Supra was, discontinued, the Celica was discontinued, which the Celica was never like an amazing vehicle, the last gen, but still something. Like all those cars were like slowly being discontinued, and then all they had was commuter babies, and they were very reliable, but
I actually read somewhere that Subaru is starting to lean even further into sort of the lifestyle branding, and they're going to start opening like I forget what the name is for them, but like destination stores that are, I don't know, think like Bass Pro Shops where you go in and there's like gimmicky fucking
Right.
Outbacks parked on a fake rock, and you can buy a lot of cheap Subaru merch when you're buying your car.
Nothing I want less than that, actually. I want none of that, what you're selling there, Subaru. But I mean, like this. Okay, to end on that, I think they still have some offerings though that I feel like we would appreciate if they ever even landed, like, you know, Western, like stateside America's plural, you know, Canada, whatever. Like, why did we not get a Lavorg? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like they could bring here and would do well.
If they put like the WRX engine and drivetrain into the Outback Wilderness, oh,
Yeah, 100%. But they won't do it.
no.
I wish that they would take like the North American market seriously, but they really, really fucking don't. Like they don't bring anything. They have the BRZ and you have the WRX. I mean, I guess if you're sitting inside the WRX, it's kind of like the Panamera where
No,
I'm
you
in
still
it.
have to look at the tablet.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that part. We have a whole manifesto about that. All I'm saying is it's not the worst place in the world to be. I've been in like GM interiors, like the early ones.
It's pretty
Not a
fucking
fan.
bad.
Yeah. But so you locked it's kind of a sidestep, but you had a story about locking your keys in the car?
Yes. I went to Cars and Coffee on, oh, what day was it? The 28th. So it was Sunday. I went to Cars and Coffee on Sunday morning. It was a season closer show. And I got there. I got into my parking spot in the overflow lot because everybody was there by the start time, which almost never happens.
Right.
And I remember like I parked, I shut my car off, and then I messaged someone that I was meeting there. Uh, and then I just opened the door, locked it, got out, and went walking around. And I was walking around for probably about 10 minutes before I did like the phone wallet keys check, and I didn't
Yes.
feel keys. And I was like, oh no. So so I walked back over to my car and looked through the window, and sure enough they were sitting there in the ignition. And I
No.
had like a brief second of hope where I was like, ooh, maybe it does that thing where like if you try and lock the doors while the key's in the ignition, it unlocks them automatically. No, they weren't doing that in 1991, so um, I had to call home, and my sister very graciously drove me my spare keys so I could unlock my car, get my actual keys, and then she took the spares back home.
That's a very
Which
kind
thankfully I was
thing.
only like 25 minutes away from home, so it wasn't that bad. At
Imagine that
least I
happened to
wasn't
you
like,
when we were out
oh fuck.
in the middle of nowhere. That would have been bad.
Yeah. Which
But
like if there weren't other people around and I maybe had some tools, I probably could have got the keys out myself, but
right.
I didn't
You're
have
gonna
my
jimmy your own door.
my first car thieves kit with me.
You didn't bring it with you.
No.
Yeah, Nick used to steal a lot of cars. Went to juvie. It was a big thing for him, but it's not true. But that sucks. I guess when you're surrounded by nice cars, the last thing that you want to be doing is breaking into your own vehicle. Mildly
Yeah, and
embarrassing.
like I don't want to have to explain to everyone who would probably start looking like, oh no, I like my ownership's in the glove box. This is mine. I'm just
This
fucking
one's
retarded.
mine. Just fucking
Yeah.
retarded. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I've never done that, thankfully. I've left them in the
First time I've
car.
ever done it.
Huh?
First time I've ever done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully the last. My fingers crossed for you. But I
Yes.
think you're gonna
Hopefully
be
never again, because that was really annoying. Or like if it happens again, at least maybe close to home
yeah.
again.
25 ain't
Just
bad.
yeah, just not anywhere far away from home.
I once, and I never do this now, but I one time like got out of my car and I guess my keys slipped out of my pocket. This was in
Ooh,
the
I've
it
had
was
that happen.
in the Golf R, and I don't know why I never do this. I haven't done it since, but I went and I pressed the lock button on the door before I closed the door, and I was
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, I was about to close the door when I like the door had like maybe like 5 inches before closing, and I grabbed it. And I was like, oh, there are the keys. So
I've
luckily,
had that happens to me sometimes. For me, it's mostly my phone. I'll go to get out of my car and my phone falls into that fucking abyss between the seat and like the center console. My hands are just a little bit too big to get down there
especially
and
in the
pull it out.
MR2, right?
Yes, especially in the MR2.
Yeah. No, I thankfully I don't think I've
Yeah.
had that happen recently. With the FRS, it was way more of a problem than the Golf R. Oh,
Happened a lot in the FRS because of how you had to like get in and out.
yeah,
Like you had to sort of fall into it.
yeah. I always fell in.
Supra's similar.
Yeah,
Supra's similar. I've had it happen. It depends on how deep my pockets are, but it happens. It doesn't happen so much anymore because if it and it's just a weird me thing. I can't drive with anything in my pockets.
yeah.
Everything
That's you,
has a, yeah, everything has a dedicated, like when I get in the car, my phone goes in the phone holder, my wallet and keys go in the cubby behind the cup holders or the little middle console cubby in the MR2.
right? I,
Can't if I have something in my pockets, it ruins the drive for me. It's like all I can focus on is there's something in my pocket.
be, beyond your car knowledge, that's how I know you're fucking autistic.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
sensory
true.
problems.
It's true. I have my sensory I get sensory overload if there's something in my pockets while I'm doing my special task.
Your special interest. Thank God you don't wear like a fucking train conductor outfit and have $1 million in toy trains. Oh my God. I mean, I get it. I will say, like, I have a thing about like stuff on my face. Like when you go to the hospital and they're like, this person's really sick, you should put a mask on. I'm like, okay. And I put it on, I go, oh, take it off. So I sort of understand.
Yeah, for me it's if there's a wallet in my back pocket and I'm sitting down driving, it's then from the beginning to the end of the drive is ruined until
Day
that
fucking
wallet is no
ruined.
longer there.
Real. Oh man. Okay, we'll keep chugging it along. We won't extend it too long because we wanted to talk about another obvious car-related, believe it or not, on Curbrash. Guilty pleasure music. And so you brought this up, Nick, and I want you to explain the idea to the lady and gentleman. Singular.
Okay, singular.
Singular.
So basically, it's more or less as it sounds. It's like I like listening to music while I drive. It's part of the experience for me. But it's like, what songs do you listen to that are sort of they're only on when it's just you in the car, or you and your equally autistic friend or significant other?
Yes, 100%. So you have a short list. I have a very, very short list because, to be honest, I'm full-blown autistic with music all the time. So it's fine.
Yeah, you're just out there to the world.
I'm kind of, I don't hide my power level too much with my musical autism. But there's some stuff that I will never play in front of other. There's very few items, and I will reveal them here. There's like, if, and to be clear, it's like you said, like you're equally autistic significant other, that's fine. But like, if my, like work colleague or something is like, oh, we're gonna go grab lunch, yeah, I'll drive. You know what I mean? Like, I would never play a couple of these songs. One of them, it's mostly K-pop. Not that I listen to a ton of it, but there's like maybe one or two that I'm like, okay, it's not bad. Like I like these, but I would never play them around someone else. I can't even pull them up right now because I don't know them. I know them by the album covers on my fucking YouTube Music, but that's definitely there. Everything else is pretty much fair game for me. I'm not that worried about it, but I would love to hear what to you is, because I've actually, now that you mentioned, I've heard other people sort of talk about this idea of like guilty pleasure stuff. Some of them listen to like YouTuber meme music, not something that I'm super into.
Yeah, no, it's like you see it on Instagram sometimes. It's like those reels of like, the songs you listen to after you drop the boys off at home.
Yes. 100%.
And it's I don't know, it's always a video of like a black person listening to AFI or something, which
yeah. 100%.
Yeah, which like, one of the songs on my list is Miss Murder by AFI.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's one of them that's on there.
Okay.
What else do I have? I have Memories by Kid Cudi and David Guetta.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
David Guetta, love him.
Um,
He's such a loser.
it's
Sorry.
just fucking weird. He literally showed up and released. He was on every song for like a year,
Yes.
and then he just left. And he was always like 40.
Yeah,
I don't know how
he's
that
been
works,
40
but
his whole life.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. We talked about Need for Speed in the last one.
Yes.
We talked about Most Wanted. Decadence by Disturbed.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's not that. See, that's the thing. Like, you're saying stuff that's like.
Who listens to Disturbed?
I mean, I don't know anybody personally, but I know people who have listened to Disturbed. Okay, fine. All right, I concede.
What else do we got here? The Logical Song by Scooter. I don't know if
Not
that's
familiar.
an old one.
Yeah.
If you heard it, you would know what it is immediately.
I believe it, but I can't play it otherwise. We would get not that we're monetized, but I don't want to get a strike.
Okay, this one's actually a Canadian band. As I found out, I had no idea that they were a Canadian band my whole life.
Okay.
The song is called "Ooh, It's Kinda Crazy" by Soul Decision.
Soul Decision rings a bell.
You definitely have heard this song in the past.
Okay, I believe you.
It definitely played on the radio a lot from like early 2000s.
2009 it looks like. Oh no, released 2000. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Where did I get 2000?
Yeah,
oh,
that's
on
when
the radio.
This was uploaded.
Okay, I'm sure I've heard it. You listened to this?
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay. I'm just clarifying. I'm just making sure we're on the same page. Okay, I think I found one of the songs. Hold on. Yes. It's a song called Afterlike by Ivy. I guess that's a Korean ladies group. And the reason I like it is because it samples I Will Survive, that old 70s disco song. And what's even funnier about this, and this is a very niche thing, but I don't know if you know this, but much like the Chinese are very good at stealing things, right?
Okay.
This is not going where you think it's going. I'm not comparing the Koreans and the Chinese. The Arabs, as I am, to be clear, are very good, like maybe 15 years ago, at stealing things and not paying or licensing them, right? It was kind of a Wild West.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So this
I've heard
sample,
rumors.
Yes, you've heard rumors, exactly. This sample was used on an old early 2000, like late 90s Arab song that my parents listened to when it was new. And so when I heard this sample, my idiot brain went, they must have sampled this old Arab music. No, it's I Will Survive, stupid. Like it's not like he came up with it. No, he didn't. So I felt like an idiot when I made that connection. But a lot of people apparently, because I Googled this, a lot of people apparently don't like the song very much because the sample's a little too blatant and it kind of takes away from the rest of the song. I disagree. I think it's nice.
Too blatant.
Well, it's just like it's not like worked in like other. It's just like here it is, So I like that song. This is not a guilty pleasure, but on the topic of Koreans, there's this. I think it's called the band is called Primary, and the song is called "Don't Be Shy." I think. And it's like Korean, like reggae music. It's actually sick. I wholeheartedly endorse it. I would listen to that around other people, no problem. Maybe not like my work colleagues, but like if you were in the car or any of our friends or anything, no problem.
There's like a special playlist in the car for if I'm with my work colleagues, and it's literally just like the most vanilla, just generic sounding house music you've ever heard in your life.
Right.
And it gets played at low, but it's just background noise.
Yes.
On those drives.
That's so true. It's like the lowest volume possible. It's like one.
It's loud enough just so that people know there is music, and I'm not one of those weird people that drives without music.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, but quiet enough that nobody's really listening to it.
The only exception to not driving with music is when you've just had a really bad fucking day and you're like, I just need quiet. I just need fucking quiet. Like, you know, people are, I need this, I need that, and then you leave and you just get in your car. You're like, like, I need quiet.
See, I have the opposite. I listen to music really loudly that it like fixes the day for me.
Really?
Yeah, for me, the only time I'm driving without music is when I have like a holy shit, I almost died moment. And then it's like volume down.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like you hit a really big fucking pothole and you got to turn it down to listen if you broke anything else.
Yeah. I every time I hit a pothole in that shithole of a city you live in, I just fucking I'm just immediately like turn the volume down.
3 minutes you're just driving in silence. You're just listening for a new click,
new clunks,
squeak, just something.
Yeah. I don't think people understand that though. I think normal people don't do that because every time I explain it to people, including some of our friends, they're like, I think you are being ridiculous. And I'm like, no, it's squeaking. It's very faint and you only hear it at 60 kilometers an hour, but it's squeaking. That's the level
I have,
of
there's
oxygen.
so many noises in my MR2 that just, at this point, I'm just like, they're there, they exist. They've been around long enough that there's seemingly no problems. And if something explodes at this point.
Yeah. I was parked at a, speaking of something explode, I was parked and at an event and somebody was saying that there was a sketchy like SUV full of dudes like rolling around like, oh, maybe they're gonna steal some cars. I'm like, take mine. I would love an insurance payout. Just make sure it don't come back. Like that's all. I don't want it to be a theft and recovered. Just put that shit in the bottom of the lake, bro.
Just a theft.
Yeah, just theft and
theft only.
I would like the 35,000 payout, please.
Yeah,
that would be really neat. So now I'll just go buy another one. So that's me. But sorry, did you have anything else to discuss about the guilty pleasure music?
No, I mean, like I do have like a funk playlist that has some like good old TikTok classics on it, and those are mostly just for me. Nobody else is going to hear those except for maybe my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
like, and they're like I guess they're kind of old TikTok songs now because I probably made that playlist when it was like COVID,
right?
And there were just a lot of, I don't know. There's like a Frozen by Madonna remix on there, and
hell yeah.
Oh fuck, I got Summer on my mind, and the backtrack is like, I think it might be the backtrack to like Still DRE.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those two. Or like,
cool.
I don't know, Ecstasy by Suicidal Idol.
And
of course I got my Japanese city pop playlist, which is also just the first
just
playlist I'm going to listen to when I land in Japan when I go there and get my pick up my S2000 rental.
Hell yeah. I'm with it. I don't see, but that thing that doesn't bother me. Like I don't know what it is, but like I used to be like really bothered about playing like, you know, foreign in general music.
I really think it probably doesn't bother a lot of people. That's just how my head works.
No, it's don't get me wrong. I'm very aware that people judge me a lot, right? Like or I'm not, at the very least, even if they don't, I believe they judge me a lot. So I am very concerned with that, right? But for some reason, like there's certain stuff where I'm like, no, this is acceptable stuff now. It's like changed. It's like how everybody fucking watches anime and now it's not allowed to be weird anymore. You know what I mean? Like
it was so hard to find when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And now it's just everywhere, and it's like
I'm sick of it now.
I fucking walked so you could run.
Yeah, it's like what are the track pants? We talked about this. They used to be super not cool, and now everybody wears them. Champion. Like it's kind of like falling out of trend. Don't get me wrong. We know that this is a couple, but like Champion, I never believed when I was a child that Champion would have its day in the sun. You know what I mean? I never.
Seriously, it's like when we were growing up, because we're basically the same age. Like if you wore Champion, like you were poor, and people were going to tell you that.
No, they were going to make you very aware that they hated what was on your legs, like or shirt, whatever. But like it was not. There was never a world like, and there was lots of memes about it. It's like I wish that when I was young, it was acceptable to wear that shit. I very clearly remember.
Yeah, all of those Champion,
Fila, holy
um,
shit. Even like
fuck, I don't even
Puma.
Everlast.
Everlast, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. So like I really, this is not car related, but it's just trend related. Like it annoys. And then the people who are fucking normies, right? Then are like, oh, why is anime so weird? You know, it's weird that they do this very Japanesey thing. I'm like, how about you back off? Do I come into your house and start critiquing your cultural food because I think it's weird and you should change it? No. Okay? So how about you back off? I want to watch the anime called Transported to Another World with my half-sister who's actually my cousin, so it's legal, okay? That's what I want to see.
Every single season I have to pick up at least 2 fucking trash isekais.
Yeah.
That have a name that's way too long.
And then they complain because
it used to be really hard to find those with English subtitles.
Mm-hmm. And now they're all spoiled brats. You're all spoiled brats. That's the reality, okay?
Seriously, like
why is their culture weird?
We're Rosa Parks of anime here. Like,
I don't think you can say that. Yeah, exactly. We rode the back of the bus and then got pissed off about it. Yep. That's right. That's we're gonna go to hell for that one.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We're probably going there anyways.
We were already on our way there. Hell is a road that you drive your MR2 down. Hell is a road in Brampton. But I don't know. I'm tired of like the things that make stuff interesting are their quirks and their strangeness and that it is otherworldly. That's why weird cars are interesting. It's because you're like, who could have even thought of this? This is so strange. It excites my senses, right? Like the MR2 and its dandism. It's ridiculous. It's actually stupid. But
they
like
literally just made the word.
Right. They just made this. It's dandism. I don't know. You figure it out.
I really like. I would have loved to be like a fly on the wall in that board meeting.
100%.
Like, how are we gonna advertise this 2-seater mid-engine runabout sports car? Like, which Toyota like exec or designer was just thought up the word dandism?
There's dandism.
I'd love to shake his hand.
Yeah. I feel like that's the quirks are what make life interesting, the weird shit that you don't really get. And I don't like this whole thing where in this example, like you got to make like what we talked about interiors. You know the reason that people are getting uppity or like that they're making interiors just a big fucking tacked on iPad screen? It's because idiots complain that they just want the same like shit as their phone but just over there and big, right? They listen to these idiots in the market who are like, "Oh, I like what I like. Do what I like." And then you get fucking boring shit.
Like, I get it to an extent, but what I mean when I say I want my phone there is I mean just literally let me dock my phone there and use Maps and Spotify.
Yes. All you want is Android Auto or Apple
just
CarPlay.
Let my phone be a means of making stuff come out of the speakers. I need nothing else.
I want Bluetooth. That's it. Or wireless. I can't fathom the idea that there is still wired only Android Auto or CarPlay. That existing is insane. Bluetooth technology is so capable of so many fucking things. And then your stupid ass just went, how about wire? Like, what do you mean? How about wire? What? And you know what's even, sorry, we're on this now, but you know what else is even more infuriating? Is the wire has to be perfect, because if it starts degrading, it starts disconnecting, and then you have to replace the whole wire.
I had that problem. So my girlfriend's STI, which is a 2020 wired only CarPlay or Android Auto.
Right.
And we went through probably like 6 cables in 3 years.
Yeah.
Before I was like, we are getting a wireless adapter because I'm not fucking dealing with this anymore.
And the wireless adapters have latency to them. So, like, you know?
It's a lose-lose.
You're always losing. Always losing. Like, I can't come to grips with the reality. Do you know what kind of things we were doing in 2020? Like, the kind of level of technology. And then we're like, this one you need to plug. Like, why? Explain that to me as if it makes fucking sense. And then, oh no, if cable is not perfect, And by the way, cable is twisted 700 degrees because he's Arab, but like because of course it's shoved in the back, like it's not even easily accessible.
Like the STI's USB port for the Android Auto is in the center console against the front of the console. Like if you're facing the steering wheel, the USB port is basically facing the rear of the car.
Yeah.
So as soon as you plug the cable in, it's immediately doing one of these.
It's immediately going all the way around and bending the cable at an awkward angle. And then also, I don't know, I don't like free-floating fucking cables either. When you're not plugged in, it's just like fucking wherever it is, you know?
I don't like cables, period.
Yeah. That's why I have a wireless mouse.
I hate having... This goes back to my car autism. I hate having visible... I would rather not have any sort of Android Auto or maps. Like in my MR2, I refuse to get like a clip your phone mount. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll figure out where I'm going. I don't need it. I don't need the map.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't want the wire.
I at least, luckily, the center console, like in the little like nook they give you, the little close away space for the Golf R, is just big enough where I can plug my phone in, put it in that thing, and then close the lid so I don't have to see it. Beautiful. But at the same time, it puts a little bit of strain on the cable because of how deep the thing is. So basically, I'm on a rotating cable situation as well. I can do high-speed power transmission on a cable, on the same cables. I've tried them. They work for everything else. But Android Auto, fuck you. That's the only one.
Oh, yeah. And you know what the best part is? You also can't get a new phone because as soon as you get a new phone, it's not going to fit.
Yeah, it's going to be bigger. So that's it. Like, phones are getting huge. I might get a Pixel 9 and not a Pro just so that I get a smaller phone because that's my option. What? Like, why? It doesn't make sense. And like everything else about the ergonomics of my car are great. You have physical buttons for stuff. You know, you have a good, reasonable size screen, normal looking fucking infotainment with everything I need on it. Great, right? Why this? Yep. Why this shit? Cable. Okay. Like, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. And I got one. I was like, oh, I'm a clever little fuck, right? I'm like, oh, my brain is huge. And I got one of those ones that's like a fucking coiled cable.
Coily ones? Yeah, the coiled. Yeah, I tried that too.
Ruined immediately.
I tried one with a 90-degree
same
bend, like at the same problem.
Same problem immediately. And it's not even the fucking USB plug, because I've been like, maybe it's just like, you know, the plug. I need to like go in there and like, which is going to be annoying, to replace the USB header in the fucking car. No, I pulled the old cables. They don't work. Why? It'll work on everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is so special about Android Auto? It's not even that much information. Like
it's literally just put my screen from here over here.
But it's not. But that's even the more fucked up thing. It's not even screen mirroring.
Oh, I know. I'm just sorry. That's dumbing it down quite a bit, but it's a bit simpler than that. Actually.
It's simpler than that. That's what's frustrating. It's and everybody. Oh, Android Auto. You know, Apple Car. They're the best. I have found more convenience in just picking up my fucking phone and doing whatever it is I need to do. And then because I have a short cable run, if I want to search music, you know how much of a fucking dipshit you look like searching music by saying it out loud when you press the fucking thing? You fucking lose it. That you should feel bad. Yeah. That's one thing I will never do with somebody else in the car. Like, I'll do it if it's like, oh, I really don't want to pick up my
music.
Voice command anything. If you voice command it, and do you?
I voice command my Google Maps destinations.
Oh, fuck me. That's the end of Curbrash. I can't abide it. That's why. It always gets mine wrong, man. No matter what I do, it just doesn't fucking.
Mine never gets it wrong. I don't know. Maybe the Supra's got really good mics. I don't fucking know.
Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like it's always, maybe the places I go are always just like the weirdest addresses too. Because it'll be like, oh, 95-3, like, you know, Concourse Avenue. It's like, what the fuck is this address? And then Google's like, oh, did you say 9493? No, I didn't. But that's fine. So I just end up typing it in anyway. So it doesn't really matter. And then Waze will go,
And then your
I'm
cable
just,
fails while you're typing it in, and it
yeah.
disconnects from
And then
Android
it
Auto
disconnects, and then it resets the app. And then Waze, when you do get it typed in, you hit search, and then nothing happens for some reason. And I'm like, okay, and this only happens when it's plugged in. And then, of course, like I said, it gets disconnected. Now I have to type it in again, like, and hope that Google decides this time you can have it. What the fuck are we doing here?
I used to have an issue with Apple CarPlay where my Google Maps would just stop tracking my location.
Really?
Like it would work for like 15 minutes and then my little icon on the map would just stop and it would not move again until I restarted the car.
Really? Wow.
And I literally couldn't fix it for like months and then it just started working one day. But the weirdest part is like if I went into Google Maps and I put in a destination, it would work fine.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I swear to God, sometimes it's just like, I don't know, you fuck you, figure it out. It's like just giving you a finger. And it's only Android Auto specifically, or, you know, Android, Apple CarPlay, Jesus. Like, it's only those situations. Every other time, works great. If you had it on a mount, works great. The second you plug it in with a gold-tipped cable, only the finest copper inside, after it disconnects several times, problem.
Doesn't work.
I hate phones. I'm on the verge of getting a flip phone. I really, really am. Like
I miss flip phones.
Yeah,
I'm at the point now where I really only use my phone to call and message people. I mean, yeah, I look at Instagram, I guess, but like that's all I really do on it.
I'd rather not look at Instagram anymore.
I'm not hip and in anymore, so I don't use it for anything other than what a phone is intended to be used for.
I'm an old fucking man. I'm doing the things I want to do, and that's it. And now my thing I want to do is buy a Japanese keitai. That's it.
Yeah. Honestly, like the easiest way to explain it is like anytime I have to make a big purchase, I need to make it from the big screen. I can't make it from my phone.
Oh my God. Dude, browsing, can I say this? And I'm speaking as a designer with web experience. Browsing Amazon on my phone makes me suicidal. Like, the products that show up first are 9 times out of 10 not the ones I want to show up, and then when you sort by lowest price, you can't check off the Prime tab, so it's not like random elbows of plastic that show up for you to buy instead. So like you can't do certain things on the fucking mobile device. You got to do them on a computer. I make purchases from a computer because I am mentally 95. Okay?
Yes, like I need big purchase, big screen.
That's the way it works.
If it's small purchase, I can use the small screen. But if it's a big purchase, I need like I could never imagine buying like plane tickets from my phone.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Not a fucking chance.
The only time I would do that is because I don't in this one instance, like Aeroplan is significantly worse on desktop. It's fucking ass. I would rather use, because the phone, it was built, you could tell, it was fucking built for a phone first. All these companies, oh, we're mobile for, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're a liar. Like Jeff Bezos, you're a lying sack of shit. You are not mobile first. Okay? Aeroplan is fucking, have you ever used Aeroplan's mobile app?
No.
Oh, it's fucking gorgeous, man. When you search for a flight, I'm going to search for one right now. But when you search for a flight, it's like the perfect layout. So you search for the flight and you say, yes, I want to use my points, right? And then it populates the flights and it shows you like like on it'll show you tiers. It'll show you like every here. I'm just going to search from these random dates, right? And I didn't put that I want to use my points, but just to give you an idea. So basically it'll show you like different tiering. And the way that it does the tiering is so beautiful and clear. And then you go on the desktop and it's like, this was built by like, you know, I don't know, an offshore like labor farm or something.
This was built by a temporary foreign worker.
This was built by a temporary foreign worker. Yes, exactly. And that's the thing. I can't do, this is the only time that I would do this. I guess there are no flights from those dates. So I'm going to go ahead and.
I mean, like, I get it. For me, it's like, I don't know, like sometimes like you go on like, I don't know, whatever airport you're flying out of, or like the Delta. I would never go buy tickets like from Delta.
Right. But just as an example.
My phone.
No.
Yeah.
No. I would not. If the purchase is over $100 and it's not like for some reason, say we were ordering food via Uber, like I'm not doing it on my phone. Like that's it. Yeah. So
it's not happening.
It's not. It is not happening. Let's make that abundantly clear. So yeah, we're old men, but I don't really care because I can't understand how you can operate purely on it. Because what this does, I promise this is car related. It's not. But what this does is the screen is so small that it allows the company better access to dictate what you see. Right? There's only this much real estate.
Yeah.
It's a bigger deal to, be like, no, I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? It's much, much more difficult. So I prefer, me as an old man in my 30s, I prefer to use the big screen. And I prefer to have wireless transmission be functional. I don't understand. And I'm scared. That's me being an old man. We're not.
True. The older I get, the less I want to use technology.
I used to be, when I was younger, like technology was like the idea of.
I feel like technology used to be a lot more like, wow.
Yeah, 100%.
Now it's just like, oh, you bought this? Well, you can't use it unless you download this proprietary app and sign up with your email.
100%.
Oh, 100%. What's that? Monthly fee.
There is no thing I desire less than technology these days.
Yeah.
Like I want to have the least amount of technology in my life, and what little technology I have, I want it to be isolated. That's why I'm like, I want to get rid of, that's where I'm at, where I'm like, I want to get rid of my smartphone. Like the only good function that smartphones have, which Japanese keitais I think do, is like navigation. That's it, right? I only need navigation. I want to be able to look at Discord, on my phone if I really need to. Not for anything, like if we're like meeting up, you're like, oh, I'm here.
Messaging, calling, and
I don't want to look at reels of AI generated cats. I don't want to look at, reels of women enticing me to subscribe to their business. I don't.
Fans.
Oh, well, okay, I wasn't going to say it, but but yeah, dude, this is the perfect layout. We've broken a few rules.
So yeah, that's nice and convenient.
It's so convenient. It's just there. It is very simple. Anyway, wow. That went longer than I expected on that, right? But you know what? I'm glad we said it. I think we need to cut our last topic, and maybe we can make it its own episode. But we wanted to talk about.
Make it. There's enough to talk about there for it to be its own thing.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it next week. We're gonna talk about the convertible complex, which we've I think maybe we've touched on, but just why is it that younger men, do not want to be seen in a convertible? Old men, I think they do. Different mentality. Yeah. Many convertible Corvettes out there. But I think that's a really good place to end it. Honestly, we are just two raging old men, and I think the less technology we have, the better. Never thought I'd say that. If young me heard me say that, he'd be in shock. So, yeah, we'll end it there. If you want to follow us on Instagram, I'll get around to posting something. But Curbrash YT, if you want to subscribe, you should subscribe. We have fun here. And if you have anything you want to say or any questions for us, not that I think you do, you could comment them and we'll read them. So thanks for listening as always, and Nick, we'll see you next week.
See ya.